Even if you guys don't feel like speaking, you guys can always comment in the comment section. Hey, Giordano, how are you? Some things that have happened since our last community chat is DeFi Llama is now tracking Genius. I can hear Giordano's mic, but I can't hear him yet. Giordano, you there? We can hear you shuffling around.
Oh, can you hear me?
Hey!
Oh, sorry, I'm driving with Bluetooth and I wasn't sure if it was working, so my apologies.
No apologies. How are you doing?
Yeah, good.
Glad to hear.
Rainy early morning at 6 a.m. here in Australia, but yeah, doing good.
Oh, wow. Yeah, it's 3 p.m. here. Wow, 6 in the morning there. Well, good morning.
Thank you.
Yeah. I was just going through what has happened in the past week and a half since our last community chat. And I'm looking at this DeFi Llama. I haven't gotten to look too much into it yet, but it's now tracking Jenny Crypto, Jenny, which is great. I know we also got tweeted by Smart BSC News, and that's great. They got 76,000 followers. It looks like people just kind of hop on there to see what's new and what's going on, and they keep up with partnerships and happenings in the space. Check out this DeFi Llama. Let's see, Jenny. So when you go to DeFiLlama.com, and I'm going to post a link here shortly, you can just type in Jenny and it pops right up. Let me see if I can get a share from that direct page. Mr. Burger, Jenny dipped hard. If you look at the sales and keep up with the chat in Telegram, you'll see that there was some whale distribution, and there was also one whale in particular that traded quite a bit in one day instead of in small increments like some of the others are with distribution. So no surprise, it can happen. It's getting eaten up pretty quick. People are buying that right back up. As for scammer, just from what I was looking at, I see it's an account that doesn't have many followers. Someone created. There's some things that's already been brought up before, that's already been spoken about. So you can check out the videos and links. There's our FUD room, our bear room, to talk about those things if they're concerns, but it happens. Let's see here. So DeFiLlama.com/protocol/genius. I went ahead and posted that into the comments. Marco's here! I'm excited. Marco, you gonna talk with me? Do we have Germany in here? You've been invited, my friend. Oh, Burger's not in here.
Ah, now you should hear me.
Hey!
Hi. Nice to...
Look, we both made it to a space.
Yes. Nice to have you here.
Yeah, definitely.
Nice that I'm here. It's around 9 p.m. now, so it's a good time for me. The kids are already in bed. And
I knew it. I was trying so hard.
Yeah.
I was like,
I've got
maybe 3 will be a good time for me. And
some good time
good
for
to
me
know.
to hang out with you guys.
Good to know. Yeah, there was, I'm looking at the comments here. Mr. Burger's not in here right now, but he usually frequents the Twitter Spaces, and of course, with all the drama of that individual who decides to make a small little fake profile. It says Jenny dipped hard, Robert's called a scammer. I'm confused. And when you look at the charts and we, actually follow the Telegram, we know that was a whale that's been around since the sacrifice. That instead of
for me,
liquidating,
it's complete bullshit because every day someone wakes up and calls another guy a scammer because of some things which were read in the internet or somewhere else, and somebody is saying it's like that way, and the other ones are saying it's like the other way around. It's complete bullshit. We have got an immutable smart contract which is working flawlessly. Everything is fine. I think there are also many things which were addressed to Richard Hart or other guys regarding their past or scammer things or something like that. In the end, it doesn't matter because the contract works and the genius works, and that's all that matters.
Preach. Yes. Yeah, because in the long run, any developer, anyone who's an inventor, anyone who's worked on it, they can go right off into the sunset, and it doesn't matter. It's the community. It's whoever decides to work with the contract, and that's us.
Yes.
That's the bottom line.
We are the visible ones which are working with the contract, but there are plenty of guys outside of this which are not participating with the Telegram or Twitter or anything like that. They are just choose to invest some money, forget about it, and everything is fine. And that's the main people in every community. It's always just about a few which are going to make some drama. And I think it's not necessary to listen to every person.
No. Whenever someone does bring it up, though, I definitely like to tell them, come into the community room. There's a fun room as well, the bear room, and we love that room, where, there's transparency. We talk about it. But, yeah, bottom line, we are genius. The community is genius. And we are the people who interact with the contracts. Yes. Contract's immutable. So, and it's, we're getting some good posts on Twitter as well. DeFi Llama. I already posted that link. Yeah. I haven't gotten to play with the page yet. I'm looking at it now. It's got some really good analytics on there. Shows the market caps, protocol information.
Yeah. Once again, about the drama of scammer calling Robert out and something like that. I'm here since almost a year now, and until then, nobody has sent me any evidence that something went wrong in the past. Until now, 1 year, nobody was able to prove me Robert is a scammer. So, and besides that, I have invested almost a year ago. I'm up several X with Genius token. I don't know where is the scam here. I can't find it.
I know. Marco, has it been almost a year we've known each other? That's beautiful. I love it. And, before Shades made that awesome website, Jenny.best, I was calculating all of my Jenny that I was getting in earnings. And I'd have to look at it again. But last I looked, when I was at day 60, I already was at like $6,000. So I'm not mad. It's still working great.
Yeah, awesome scam.
So, such a scam. It's like, now once my miners start ending and I can start taking out, the earnings, and someone can live on that. That's especially for US dollar, it's like my earnings are enough for me to live not lavishly, but I can take care of myself with that, and that's the goal. So yeah, such a scam. Whew.
Yeah, that's it. I'm on a great
Yeah.
point actually, because I even forget to check the Genius price since 2 days. I've just seen it today that the price on it was Polygon, I think, yes. Polygon dropped a little bit. So
Yeah.
in the beginning, I was checking the chart every 5 minutes, every hour, and until now, I'm much more relaxed because everything is working. Miners are set up. I forgot something about these, and I don't need to look every minute, and that's great.
Yeah, that's confidence. That's what that is, Marco. That's confidence. Knowing that it's because we know it works well. Yeah, now that you mention it, I used to in the chat just put /nomics and always go look. And then I had Dex Tools on my phone and I'd go look. I'm opening it right now and I haven't opened it in a few days, and it when that whale sold and everyone was messaging me about it, because there's always going to be people who panic who are new and don't understand yet.
Yeah,
We're looking good.
we are all
Avalanche is back up too.
we are also need to have the point of view from their shoes, because they have invested in a new token and maybe it's down 20 or 40%. It's not good for them on a short side. We know better. We know what happened within a year, and we are probably know what will happen in the next years. But for them, they have invested and they are on a loss right now. So it's also
Yeah,
important to understand them, to listen to them, and to give them some feedback around this.
absolutely. Yeah, because the other thing too is if people who are sticking around, those who are ending early and those who are auctioning off and things of that nature, who's benefiting from it?
Yeah,
It's us.
yeah. In the end, it's us, and that's
So
great.
let's see here. There's some other comments, it looks like. Thanks for clearing that up. Wanted to find out if the dip in crypto. Oh, no. Oh, I know Mr. Berger's going to stick around. You're at every Twitter space, so we appreciate you. Mr. Berger says, thanks for clearing that up. Just wanted to find out if the dip in Crypto Dummies post was connected. I'm staked anyways. So, yeah, no connections. That was, I noticed that whale's address ends with Ace, so I call him Ace now. Let's see, and some other new stuff. I'm just kind of poking around on Twitter. Besides that, on DeFi Llama, I was still kind of scrolling through that. I like how they have a competitors list, and I haven't heard of any of them. And it says,
So is there an actual question or no? I don't understand.
yeah, there wasn't. We answered his question because he was wondering if there was a connection between the price going down and Dummy's
okay.
post. Yeah, it's like no connection. That was a whale that was being goofy and took a little extra out.
Well, in my opinion, we have got around this time a very good bottom, because people are invested since some times, so or almost 3 months now, and things are working good because things are currently stable, mainly on the different change. If you have a general point of view on the charts, that's good. And there will always be drama from one side or another, and it only shows that people around our space are afraid about some serious kind of competition, which is good for us if they see us as a competitor. For me, it's Genius is a great investment, but I also tell everybody which is asking, I'm no maximalist. I've got other coins on my list too, and well, that's the way.
Yeah, definitely. I have myself. Yeah, I'm not a Maxian anyway. I have I have 3 other tokens that I've been doing this for 3 years now. This is coming up on my 4th year in crypto.
For me, it's 19, 20, 21, 22, so it's the 5th year. Yes, I was very lucky to catch the first bull run right in January 2019. It was quite fun.
Oh yeah, yeah. That's let's see. Wait a minute. Yeah, I came in 2020, 21, end of 19, very end of 19, like
Yeah.
December. So I don't consider that because I didn't even know how to use my wallet at that point. So 2020. And we were still watching
For me, it
Ethereum
was
go
the
crazy.
same. I've watched a bull run climbing higher and higher and didn't even think about taking profit anytime. And so I saw the same line backwards to the bottom. I've tried some trading, getting wrecked. So I think you need around one cycle, one bull market, one bear market until you know how things are going, how things are moving. But now I'm feeling very confident things are very good in the future. Besides Genius, of course, too, not just this side.
One thing that's great is that back in 2020 and, during the last bull run, that was still very, crypto was still just past the pioneers. It was people still just learning, getting into it, new developments. Now it's becoming a little more mainstream for people who aren't afraid to try it. It's now, unfortunately, there's also a lot of things like, PayPal and Robinhood still getting people to buy, quotes, buy crypto with them when they're the ones holding the crypto, those companies. So it's centralized, not decentralized. So there's still a big learning curve for the general public, but it's getting there, we're just getting past the pioneer stage, just getting into adoption. So this next bull run is going to be interesting for sure.
Definitely. For me, I think we will have at least 2 or 3 bull runs ahead of us until things are completely regulated and centralized, also with a centralized decentralization in the DeFi. And then things will settle down, the dust will settle down, and things are working for the mainstream then. Until then, I think it's very great that the big exchanges, centralized exchanges, are moving forward, attracting people to crypto, bring them into space. It's no problem that they're just buying on Bitcoin or any other coin on an exchange and let it lay there, getting wrecked like with FTX or others. But in the end, people will learn, and it's great to have them here already.
Yeah, it gives them it's almost like an educational expense is what I've heard it called. And it works out because it does get them in the space and they'll learn from it. That's awesome. Let's see. So I'm on Jenny.best. I'm going to post that link. I love this website. Do you find yourself on Jenny.best a lot?
I find the website is very great, but for me it's some kind of confusing until now. I think it would be great if Shades could work further with this and have more mini explanations for the different points to make it much more easier for the average guy like me. I'm no dev, I'm no programmer, I'm just a community guy. I'm experienced in some marketing. That's my strength, but I'm not very good with navigating through programming websites.
Yeah, so I agree with that. There's some parts that I understand, like when I go to my mining portfolio and then I can click on address book, post my address there and look for either Ethereum, Polygon, Avalanche, or Binance, and I can track either all of them at the same time or individually to see the earnings separately instead of me having to do the math myself, seeing when which miners are ending soon, how much they're making, and it just all puts it almost like a spreadsheet form. That's my favorite part right now is the mining portfolio section, and seeing the liquidity section. I see it, but I don't understand everything I'm looking at. So, and I know what you mean there.
Same to me.
It's like I see it, don't understand what I'm looking at. So yeah, some guides would be great. Kind of like that Simply Genius for the D app. Now we need a Simply Jenny.best. So we know what we're doing with all these tools, because these tools, I'm sure, are useful, and the more we learn about them, the more we can help others with it too, so they can, because when people can visually see the numbers, it gets exciting. I mean, I'm just excited looking at the mining portfolio section. I can't imagine what it's going to be like when I understand the rest of it. Analytics, the miner board, I think, is the other part that let me look. Yeah, the miner board's great. But the Genius ranks and standings, that's where we have our Poseidon positions and whale positions. We have 165 pages, 2,469 entries of different positions on all the chains, which I think's awesome, because that number's going up. You can also see, let's see.
I don't know if it's just me, but your connection seems scratchy now.
How about now? Is that good? Hello, hello?
Yes, seems to be good again.
Okay, good. Yeah, I gotta switch my headphones. Yeah, it was my headphones.
Difficult thing for us is with all these awesome tools like Genie.best, or also the video series Mike.
You cut out. Oh no, Marco disappeared. I heard he was talking about the series for... There you are! Let me invite you again.
Okay, now you should hear me again.
Welcome back.
Yes. Looks like I've got some connectivity problems.
That's fine. But yeah, you were saying the tools like Jenny.best, and then I heard you start to talk about Mike's video for Jenny.
Yes,
Simply Genius.
These both are awesome tools, but it's up to the community to raise the awareness for this. It's up to everybody which is involved into the community to spread the news, the cool things we've got. And with this, it's, in my opinion, very easy to get some attraction and to move forward and build up a great community. We already have a great community, but we are still small, and it must be our goal to raise the community on the Telegram channel, but also on Twitter and the other spaces.
Yeah, we all need to take heed into making sure that this is just always talked about, and that's why I wanted to open this chat up today, because even if it's going to be a short chat and it seems redundant to us because we talk about it all the time, other people can hear it, and we're just keeping it exposed, keeping it open. You're right with that for sure. And now I know a good time for you. And I know that Shades in the past has been good for this time as well, so hopefully he'll pop in from time to time. Well, I'll try to get the chat open at least once a week. I'm gonna shoot for twice a week, and then eventually start growing it when I can find more free time to try to do it at least every other day, because I see all these other communities, they're doing it every day where they're opening up these chats.
Yes.
Germ's in here. Hello, Germ. Let's see. We got a couple comments. Leslie Ann says, I think we have a lot of proof to consider ourselves as competition. I hope that the fundamentals will kick in soon and we'll see some good numbers. For now, we haven't really proved anything and there's still a lot of bugs needing to be fixed. Not sure what bugs you're talking about, but definitely, talk about it in the Telegram chat. I'll post a link to the Telegram chat because those are things that need to be known.
Well, I think I know what or to where he is referring to, because I've seen today there was something with the UI regarding the miner, that the miner hasn't started, or at least it was displayed that it hasn't started yet, although it was already some weeks old. And the other thing which is necessary to sort out in the future, or in the near future, is the NFT issue. So there are things on the table which need to be done soon. That's right. And I'm also agreeing with the point that we, of course, need some increasing numbers in the charts soon or in the near future, because this is the main point to attract new users.
Definitely. Yeah, because when our chart's looking hot and looking good, that's when we see an increase of users, especially when there's like new posts and things going around too at the same time.
Yes, for me it's also important that we are not just talking like moon boys. It's also necessary to address the things which are not good, to make us better, and to not lose our critical thinking about ourselves. This helps to be really substantial for the future with everything which we are doing here.
Yeah, and that's good that we're recognizing these faults, so we can go ahead and forward it to the team and make sure that I'm sure it's known, but just to kind of nudge and recognize it again and get an update if possible, things of that nature. That way we know what's going on.
Yes.
And it gets fixed quick.
It's also the same with the marketing. Sometimes it's getting exhausted because you are telling the same thing over and over again already 100 times, and but it's necessary, because on the 100 and next time it's the first time the people are getting recognized of these things.
Yeah.
So if you think you already have it told that much that you can't hear it, that you can't hear yourself anymore, then it's the first time the next one the person gets it.
Thanks for recognizing that, Marco. You see me and they're going, this is for current items. Thank you. Thank you.
I'm hoping for you it's good to understand me. I'm no native speaker. I think you already hear this. And normally I am better with speaking English after having a couple of beers. But
I think you're great, Marco.
I've got a stuffy nose here. It's horrible.
I can understand you just fine.
That's good.
Yeah. My father was from Italy. He was not a native speaker. And so I grew up in a household where it was two different languages, and his I think trying to figure out what he was saying was natural for me to understand what he was saying in English. It's I never learned Italian though. I just refused to do it, and now looking back, I wish I did.
I'm able to order a pizza and a beer. That's all I can do in Italian, but that's fine.
That's important. That's important.
Yes.
So
what Chrissy, what are your expectations from the different chains? Which chain is moving up the next? Which is the most important chain? Which one will get left behind? I don't know.
For me, and just looking at it, and my experience in crypto since the last bull run, I remember when Ethereum was, what was it, like $400 for 1 ETH? at one point, and then it shot up, and it's well known. It's constantly used. The problem is the gas fees.
Yeah.
Huge problem, but that's what people know. People have already been using it. It's hard to break old habits. For me, even getting into Jenny was like, now I gotta learn Binance, now I gotta learn Polygon and Avalanche. But then once I started learning them and using them, and seeing the popularity of Binance as well, there's people who are, hey, watch out for Binance. You know, there's a company behind it. You have to be careful. They've shut it down in the past. They shut it down for good reasons when they were updating things and changing things. So I see Ethereum and Binance always doing well because of the popularity and because of how well known it is. I never even heard of Avalanche before Jenny, to be honest. Looking into it, once we were on that, getting onto that chain, I looked at some other projects that are on Avalanche. I was like, oh, okay, this is familiar, and I didn't know about it. I think Avalanche is going to start gaining momentum because of other projects that are on there and the ease of access to Jenny it is for those people. Polygon, I think, would be right under Binance, in my opinion, just because it's gaining popularity. So unfortunately, it's a popularity contest, in my opinion, just because popularity builds is like automatic trust. Like, oh, look how well it's been doing. Look at all these people who have been using it, and the ease of access to it because of that.
I feel very the same like you, because I'm also the opinion that the gas fees on Ethereum are a huge problem. We are always talking about buying into a token with DCA, with dollar cost average. You should buy several parts with smaller amounts and for the smaller fish. And I'm speaking about myself. If I buy into a new token, I can, let's imagine you're going to put $100 into a token, and then you have $30 fees. That's ridiculous. And this will much more worse in the future, because the network will get more attraction and attention, and the network will grow, and the fees will shoot up very much more, I think. So I am not sure if Ethereum is the best choice, not just for Genius, so in general. And I'm a big fan of the Binance Smart Chain, because I love regulation. I love centralization in decentralization. I love it with somebody is involved, which acts in the same way I would act with the network. And with this, together with much more lesser fees for staking and able to buy somewhere with DCA, I think Binance Smart Chain can be a huge play, and I'm not sure, maybe someday it can also outperform the current number one Ethereum in the smart contract space.
Yeah, definitely. And I think, like you were saying, after a few bull runs and people start understanding crypto more, and then they start seeing the difference in prices for gas fees with Binance, Polygon, Avalanche, these are just going to eventually outperform Ethereum with comparison. It's just educating people about it, like, hey, there's better options.
Yes, but I'm also, I think you are right, because in the end it's all about the hype. If the hype decides to be there on Ethereum, if Ethereum gets the hype, it gets much more popular, then the others, it will win in the end. So we never know, and that's why we are investing on all chains.
Yeah, I did a little bit of a social experiment myself. You remember when I was giving out the Avalanche Jenny?
Yeah.
That was when you look at the chart and around the time that was going on and everyone was retweeting it and talking about it, I should do that again. Maybe for Polygon this time. That's when you've seen a difference in the price because of hype, and I'm showing people, hey, I'm making passive income with this. Get on board. It's a learning curve. People might not understand it, but people who are already in that space and they already are following the hashtag AVAX or Avalanche, they're able to pop on there. And let's see, like right now I'm looking at Trader Joe.
Yes, maybe.
I'm interested. I'm loading my wallet right now. I'm interested to see what $100 in Jenny would bring on Avalanche right now for Jenny.
It's definitely a great way for onboarding to spend some Genius token, and it doesn't need very much. It's around $5 a round of worth of Genius is enough. People can try the smart contract. People can try the D-app and can have a real life experience about how does it work with creating a miner, how does it work with creating an auction or bidding on an auction, and also if you are going into a smaller or a shorter stake, how it feels like to end stake a miner and have the first Genius token, and even if it's just one from your staking. And that's very important. And I also will proceed to give away Genius on different chains for people to have some experience with the D-app. Very important point for marketing, in my opinion.
Absolutely. I need to get on it more because every person that I have given Jenny to, they have bought more.
Yes, we also can think about to have a giveaway like that. For per example, we are putting some Genius token together and spend $100 or $200 and make a lottery raffle to give it away with $5 or $10 parts to different people to experience the smart contract. Can also be a thing. Maybe it's much more better to instead of paying a website to have a banner or to have a Telegram bubble buy bot advertising there. There are different ways. But if you're going into a direct relationship with the user, if you're going to speak to them, to have a discussion, it's always the best to convince the people about why Genius is so great.
Yeah, invite them to watch, our videos and say, hey, start your first miner. And that's how I always worded it. It wasn't, let me give you some free Jenny, because that's not the point. We don't want you to just go sell it. Here's the point of it. Start your first miner. You're going to love it. Let's see. Right now, for $100 of Avalanche is up 7% right now. You get 2,964,201 Jenny. That's outstanding.
You can become a millionaire with investing only $100 to Genius token on Avalanche. Of course, it's not a dollar millionaire, but a Genius token millionaire.
Yeah.
Great. I will Twitter about this.
This is great. I love it. Yeah, definitely. Let's see.
I've got another thing in my head I can talk about. It's top secret right now because only 2 people on the world are knowing about this. It's Robert and myself. I'm going to proceed to not work, but I proceed to become an influencer for Genius, and I plan to have a completely new way of video about Genius in the next weeks, together with Robert.
I love it.
And I don't want to talk more about this because it should be, at this point, some kind of secret what will be there. But
Yeah,
of
keep
course,
us excited.
I would like to tease you a little bit about that. Things are coming.
Good. That's what I want to hear, is that kind of, we need influencers. Mine's at a slow start. I got my green screen. I got my, I don't know if you've seen my Twitter profile and, some of the new graphics that I've gotten a friend to make up for me. I'm going to post one of them here because I love it. You'll see all these genius Easter eggs. I asked my friend, I said, can you make a vintage, like Windows 95 look at what it would look like if crypto was around back then? And so just for fun and you'll see here in the pictures some Easter eggs, some things you can find in the image. Let's see if I can find this picture.
Sounds interesting, yes.
It's coming.
If anybody here got some question or would like to talk with us, please just give a comment or raise your hand. You are very welcome to interact with us, of course.
Yeah, definitely. Let's see if anyone said anything since. Nope, not yet. Oh, any thoughts on Robert's tweet about having 90 to 180 days to learn?
I've got no clue what's about it. Maybe I have missed the tweet there.
I'm going to have to look at that one. Somehow I missed it.
Yeah. I'm trying to find it right away.
Let's see. Roberts about learning. Oh, okay. Once 90 Jenny days have passed, I will begin paying attention. Myself and the tokenomics teams are giving all of the early users 90 to 100 days to learn.
I've seen it, or also right now I've got to read the first part of it. Genie is a store of growing value where you can set it and forget it. However, there's always low-hanging fruit for those that pay attention to what's going on with the contract via Etherscan. Who has been rewarded by paying attention? Okay, I think he's referring to the stability pool feature.
Yeah, definitely.
And I also think the 90 up to 180 days are very important because I expect that we will have a very interesting time in the Genius Day 90 up to 100 because the first 90 days advanced miners are ending. So there are people in the community which have locked up their Genius token for 90 days, maybe all of them, maybe some of them. And they're now able to end these miners, or they forgot about to end these miners. So will there be much ending miners? Will there some interest thrown out on the market which will cause dips? Or is it that miners are getting forgotten? So the yield is not paid. It's late end mining later. So things are going to current stakers, which are a benefit for all of us. I don't know, but it will get a very interesting time.
Yeah, as soon as I seen the 90 days, I was like, that's our first advanced miners. And that's coming up.
So unfortunately, not for me, because my first miner will end in May because of tax reasons.
Oh, that makes sense, though.
So I got no 90-day miner. My miners are around between 150 and 180 days, around that the first ones I've set up. Of course, I also got miners for 300, 500, 900 and much more days too.
Oh, gotcha. Yeah. So there's, you can see that picture that my friend made for me for when I start streaming. That's going to be one of my, images, and it's going to be that kind of style that I'm using. You'll see it's supposed to look like the Telegram chat with, an admin putting all the, contract addresses and,
Looks very
just,
nice.
I thought you'd enjoy that. And if you look at the time, it's 4:44. And the icons are Polygon, Avalanche, Binance. Yep. Looks like
Yes.
old school Windows 95 there, if we were there still.
Yes, right above the internet, and on the bottom, Polygon, Avalanche, Binance Smart Chain, Ethereum, and the MetaMask. Awesome.
Yep.
So
Yeah, we've
first,
gone a long
there
way in
was the internet,
technology.
and second, there was Genius.
Yeah. Let's see. Today is what day are we on? 79. So we have 11 days till day 90. Less than 2 weeks, guys.
And it has passed the new Genius Day just minutes ago.
Yes, it did. I missed it. Let's see. Performance.
Were you able to shoot an NFT with the summary function in the past?
No, I have no NFTs from anything that was a function. I've had the worst luck with it.
I've got
Like, it's
lucky in the
depressing.
first days. I've got some in the row, but since then somebody got a good program bot for it, or is just quicker than my finger.
Yeah. I don't have luck with that. I have only my my booster packs that I purchased, and that's it.
Yes, they are also laying around at my side, and I'm curious about how long does it will take until we're able to look into these beautiful things.
Oh, I know. And they're gonna have some educational information on there too, apparently.
For me, it's a great cycle which is closing now because I've made my first money from Magic the Gathering cards with booster packs.
I forgot you play Magic. Or played Magic. I used to do tournaments.
Me too. I even traveled to another country for that with just 15 years old.
Wow.
Awesome experience.
I haven't. I bought recently. They redid the Kamigawa series, but with like neon colors and almost like Cyberpunk and Kamigawa put together. And so even though I'm not playing, I had to get that because I like the way it looks. And there's nothing like Kamigawa. But yeah, anyways. I'll keep talking about Magic if we don't stop here. There is a online way to play, so I might have to challenge you one time.
Just send me a link anytime. Great idea.
Awesome. Yeah, well, we should make a little a game room for the Genius community. That'd be fun.
Maybe we can have a tournament with a Genius token prize.
Oh, that'd be
funny
awesome.
Things are ahead of us.
We need to have more Twitter spaces together. The ideas are bubbling up.
Well, I've missed the first, I think, already 8 ones.
I know, you're catching up. That's what it is. You're catching up.
Yes. Yeah, for me it's some challenging time currently. I'm waiting for the birth of my third child. And as well, I'm just building up our house. I'm in the final planning stage. And I've got meetings every day, and I also need to work, unfortunately. So time is much less currently for me.
Yeah. Wow.
But I'm looking forward to catching up with the next Twitter Spaces.
Yeah, we'll definitely keep some of them around this time so you can make it. And I told Shays the same thing. Anytime any of the admins want to open up the Telegram voice chat, even if you're not just there to monitor it, let people talk, or here on Twitter Spaces, do it up. The more we talk about it, the better it's going to get.
Yes.
I'm
I
going to come
think
in.
I think we should open the chat, the voice chat also on Telegram from time to time.
Yeah,
If someone
anytime
is
you're on there.
available, we just should open it, and if there is just a one-on-one, it's fine to talk. Why not?
Yeah, it keeps us closer together for sure. That's what makes it a community. Puts a little more humanity in our chat, and I think that's needed.
Yes.
I'm going to come into agreement that we're going to work with the marketing team on some giveaways. That way we can get some new users to try out Genius and see what they think. Ask them, hey, let us know your experience. Talk to us about it. You know about crypto, and we really appreciate your opinion on this, and we think that you'll enjoy it.
Yes.
Awesome. Well, we're at our hour mark here. If you guys want to keep chatting, absolutely, but I gotta get back to work. This is my in-between. Did anyone else? Oh, we've got a couple new people in here. Crypto TC78.
Yeah.
Hello. But if anyone has any questions before I leave,
well, I'm also on the leave right now because I think my wife will be very happy to see me the first time this day. It's already 10 p.m.
yeah, get the end of your day out.
Yeah. So I think it's fine to close it right now and just plan the next one already.
Sounds good. It was great talking, guys, and it was great talking with you, Marco.
Same
I'll
to
talk
you.
to you guys
Thanks.
soon.
Hear you soon. Bye bye.